Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Thank you for joining me today. Yes, Aptera is still doing it. They got some good things going on. Not too long ago, I did a video about Aptera being on the news. They were on the BBC Newscast, and they are still getting that information out there. So we're going to get into this baby right now. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here. We know that all you guys out there love Aptera, and they are continuing to step forward. Right now, we got this newscast that they did in San Francisco, so we're going to look at that. And they actually did a test drive with Aptera. So let's check this newscast out.
All right, imagine being able to drive a car without ever having to fill up or plug in. Well, the race for fully solar-powered cars has accelerated in recent years as climate change intensifies. So we sent Itai Hod to get a test drive of a car that proves the future is right around the bend.
It's a new twist on traditional travel. No gas or plug required. All this car needs is a tank full of sunshine.
This is the future.
Called the Aptera, this two-seat, three-wheeled car looks more like a futuristic plane, especially when you open its doors. And wait until you see how you do it.
There you go.
Chris Anthony is Aptera's co-CEO. He says this car, priced at about $35,000, is all about efficiency.
There's combustion vehicles, there's electric vehicles, but there's no vehicle that creates its own fuel throughout the day.
The global solar vehicle market is just revving up from $450 million in 2024 to $2.5 billion in 2030. The Aptera, which is scheduled to roll out next year, is covered in solar panels that can generate enough energy to drive 40 miles per day. For longer drives, it can be charged like a regular electric car. How fast does this car go?
0 to 60 in about 4 seconds, and the top speed's 110 miles an hour.
We took it for a spin to see how it handles San Francisco's steep terrain. I have to say, it's doing a pretty decent job. Stephen Zoff, a former Department of Transportation official and Stanford researcher, says that while these cars are a step in the right direction, they may not be ready for prime time just yet.
The trade-offs, very small, very lightweight, limited carrying capacity are going to be deal breakers for a lot of U.S. customers.
And then, of course, there's the weather. What happens if you live in a place like San Francisco, known for its fog?
Yeah, San Francisco's a great use case for the Aptera. In Southern California, we get a bit more sun, so we get about 11,000 miles of free driving a year with this vehicle. In San Francisco, Seattle, New York, you get more like 8,500 miles a year.
Solar cars, steering people towards a brighter future, where the best way to move forward is to look up.
If you're interested in getting one yourself, you've got a while to wait. It isn't expected to come out until Q2 of next year.
So if you're looking for a car of the future, this vehicle is it. With this low drag coefficient at 0.13 and its lightweight material that they're using carbon fiber SMC. This vehicle practically weighs between 1,800, 1,900 pounds. So it's a very light vehicle. And the thing is this car actually can produce, as Chris Anthony said, its own fuel. So if you live in a sunny area, that's excellent news because you could get up to, as he said, 11,000 miles a year, or you could get up to 40 miles a day if you live in a sunny area. If you don't live in a sunny area, it's going to be less than that. But still, no vehicle produces its own fuel whatsoever. None. This would be the first vehicle that will actually do that. So you don't have to be hooked to the gas company any longer. You don't have to go to the gas pump and fork out $10, $20, $30 for gas any longer. And you got the opportunity to actually get one. This, even though it's probably going to start off slow, it's going to pick up fast. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to jump on this vehicle. Why? Because most people, when they drive to work or to the grocery store or wherever it is that they're going, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be by themselves. And most people drive less than 30 miles a day. Less than 30 miles. So for a good number of people that do drive by themselves, going to and from just a regular commute, they will never have to plug in at all. Never. And even if you do, you can charge just by a regular 110 outlet overnight and get 150 miles just plugging it in overnight. So what an awesome way to go. This vehicle is really going to turn a lot of heads. It looks futuristic and it drives futuristic. This vehicle promises a lot of things for the automotive industry. And no doubt, when it comes out, many of the auto companies are going to have to change their ways. But Aptera is going to take the world by storm, and the auto industry is in for a big change. So this is really good. But of course, there's one thing that he brought out that is not quite entirely true, or at least not that we know of yet. We know that they're going to come out next year with a couple of vehicles. There's going to be probably about 50 vehicles that's actually produced. 20 will probably go to those that already has reservations for them. And, most people won't get theirs until 2026. Hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully they can get ramped up next year and they can start producing next year. That would be fantastic. But that's what makes one of these newscasts so important, that as more people start to learn about it, more people will want to invest in Aptera and get this vehicle out there. So hopefully, investors, if you're watching, go ahead and jump on the bandwagon. We know that once they come out with it, a lot of you are going to be wanting a piece of that pie. But anyway, this is an awesome vehicle. There's just so many good things about it. I can't wait to get mine. And I know that Chris Anthony and Steve Fambro, they're going to make sure that this vehicle gets out. So anyway, we're going to end it right here. Keep going, Aptera. You guys are doing some fantastic things. And if you're one of my patrons, thank you very much. You guys really help me keep this channel going. And Aptera is very soon going to be on the road. 2025 is going to be here before you know it. Some fantastic things coming up with Aptera. And if you're new here, hit the like, ring the bell, subscribe. But anyway, everybody, you guys take care. We'll catch you in the next video. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.